We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between our visitors and the Oklahoma City Bison. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Vaughn on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
In motion comes the tight end left.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, oh, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Robinson up the middle.
And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
We're scoreless after 1. Here's Prescott. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a gain of 34. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Powers through him. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway?
Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of play.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Zach Cunningham with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Robinson again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bisons have got it back to within a score.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Prescott now.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Prescott. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Back to throw again.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll look to throw again.
Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down.
Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. 20. 10. Touchdown. Darren Waller. 69 yards.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and the lead now up to 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6.
He's got a man, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Prescott.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out